Evening and welcome to our Global Power of Connectivity webinar that I arranged with your association. I'm delighted to share my thought with you. Can you see me, my screen on the television?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen to start the presentation, and we're going to continue our conversation about real estate. So we can begin. The global power of connectivity. My name is Tahir. I'm a fellow of Royal Institute of Canada and also certified international property specialist. And I put together this program. I'm sure April has shared my profile with you. I'm a broker of record of a small boutique company called City Pro Realty Inc. And I created this global network where you can benefit from connecting with each other. So we're going to do the slides and we're going to share some experience that I have with you. The global is local, the power of connectivity. We have a different local market, we have a regional market, we have a global market. And in order to achieve success in global market, you need to have a strong support system and networking. So we're going to elaborate each one of these elements as we move forward with slides. So before we even think about real estate or global connectivity, we talk about how we want to achieve success, why we are in real estate. So first of all, we are in real estate to generate income to support our lifestyle because that gives you the flexibility. We acquire distinct knowledge and skill set, which is in this case, we have a CIPS, Certified International Certification, CIPS. And also, in order to achieve that, we also put efforts to achieve my personal goal. That means we need to set up our goals, what we want to do and how we want to achieve them. And also, we need to maintain competitive edge over realtors. Our realtors, we are self-employees and we have a tremendous competition. We protect each other's, our clients' interest. We are regulated. We follow ethics. We follow regulation that govern our license in a particular jurisdiction. So this is very important that we are prepared. The more sharper we skill, we have more power to negotiate and we are able to benefit from our skill set. Also, how do you connect with people? Most important thing also is to volunteer for your local real estate board and committees, just like a global committee that put together this program. Also, you need to help charities and build networking skills. When you are giving back to the community or the charity, food bank, shelters, or other activity within your city, you are helping build a better society. And you are able to also benefit from it because of exposure that you will have. And also, this is part of your goal. When you get a license to practice real estate, you also want to open your brokerage because you get the experience as you network and you go through the process creating that network. So we're going to talk about shortly a little bit of that area. So what is our source of income? And this is very important. We are self-employed. We don't get paid until we work. So what is our source of income? How we collect our business opportunities? So first comes to referral. That referral comes from your repeat clients. They always give you referral and they may have a global connections because the family is moving. We are very globally connected with each other because of a digital transformation due to pandemic. We have now access that I have the opportunity to talk to you and we're going to talk about things that I have done to create this. So referral is a repeat business. Sometimes majority is referred to local business. but I also treat this as a global and regional reference. Marketing, we spend lots of money on marketing, and result is sometimes we get maybe 1% of the cost of what we spend on marketing. The other one is more important, revenue. This is revenue generation, is repeat clients. Our clients give us references, they give us recommendation, and we are able to have a business. And this is about 50% of my business where the clients are referred to me. The global source of global referral and connectivity. This is very important. Social media is connected with the building global partnership. And we're going to talk about that, how I created things and how I can help you to take benefit of that. So these are the sources of your revenue. If you are not able to make money because getting a listing, you're not able to get a referral, you don't have a social media presence or marketing, you don't afford the marketing, you can also make a referral to each other and create that global connectivity and partnership. So here is a few things, a benefit of networking. We're going to talk about that is, first of all, comes to digital marketing. How digital marketing works, we're going to talk about in our next episode. The other thing is building your brand. This is very important for global CIPS professionals. Social networking with CIPS. That's how you connect with each other. You make a referral to each other. This is very, very important. And we're going to talk about each topic as we move forward. Selecting platform where really you want to promote yourself and after creating a brand and networking. And the other thing is trade missions. This is where your local board, your global committee, and also your the missions. Sometimes you have projects around the world, and lots of our CIP professionals, especially non-global community, they always invite you for the trade mission. It's very important to do that. For example, we have now Toronto Realtor Quest coming in May. I have 2 delegates coming from USA. They want me to help them to put together some presentation, introduce projects. So this is why is a trade mission is very important to participate. And local volunteering for local community, I will share with you my experience, how it benefited me and a small brokerage and profession, and giving back to your profession and local board. This is very important because when you are working with your board and you also working with your board of directors or volunteering for the committee, you get so much experience, learning process. It's kind of giver's gain. The more you learn, more you give, the more you gain. So we're going to talk about shortly each of these topics about how you can benefit. So first is we're going to talk about digital marketing. 7 steps to boost your social media engagement. This is very, very critical. So you have to choose the number 1, choose the right platform. Which area where you see that is more effective, because there is a program I created called Digital Marketing, is on YouTube. You can learn from that. And this is very important. Where are your audience? Search for the keywords. When you are looking to put together a digital marketing or social media engagement, you need to search the words that connect people. Real estate, foreign buying, global connectivity, or CIPS, whatever the keyword that people are searching to connect with people. This is very important. Also, number 3 is recognize the element of an interesting post. Not only that you create your own content, but you also search. When you are going through searching and you find some very interesting elements that you can use and learn from it to integrate that and as a part of your social media engagement. And you create unique content that because you want to show different. Remember, the social media is not about making money, it's building your brand. And this is why it's very important that you create unique material so people will attract you. And make a powerful headlines. For example, I created a Realty Coffee Talk, which became the power of connectivity and global connectivity. So Realty Coffee Talk, coffee, realty, real estate, coffee, and talk. And this is because we drink coffee all the time and we talk about everything. So this started with my community services. I was doing community talk on real estate in the city halls, community centers. And then digital came in because of pandemic. So I moved to television and then I created the network. So this is very important to have your headline topic that you're going to discuss with them. And obviously, number 6, determine the ideal time to post. You just don't post your videos all the time. You have to pick up the time when you see your people, the audience or your target area, they are up and they are watching your video. And that's the time you do that. And promote sharing. Not only that you create contents, we share that information with your friends and potential audience. So you have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and you know so many platform that you can share. So here's a trend in digital marketing. We have email marketing, you can use social media, you can use digital campaign, you can use mobile application. You can ask to create a mobile application for you to control the marketing. It's amazing, and this is area that you can also think about that. The content marketing, which we talk about, you have, and also if you have a website, it's called search optimization opportunity. So you look at that, how to optimize search engine optimization so they can Google it. For example, Google has a program where you can optimize your search. So these are the way how you create a digital marketing. And I have on my YouTube channel, digital marketing, a episode. I request all of you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is with my Tahir Qureshi or Realty Coffee Talk, and it give you all the guidance how to do that. So that gives you kind of digital marketing strategy. Now, the most important thing is branding. I'm sharing with you 4 steps to build your brand. This is very important. This is all about you. People like the brand. When you develop that, you consistently market and share information, and also you're consistent, your contents are attracting, they're unique, and this is why. So I'm going to give you sharing with you 4 steps to build your brand. This is very important. So search your target audience. This is very important. Before you start making any decision about how to create a business brand, you need to understand the current market. This is where it's very important. What type of business you want to be, even local, regional, or global. All 3 steps, you have to identify your market area. Some are in residential, some are in commercial, some are in a pre-construction, some are with foreign, for example, global business referral partners. So you also have to optimize. You're going to, are your audience are in LinkedIn or social media, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube? Where are your clients? Where you can share the information. So you search the first audience. Second step will be to pick your focus and personality. It's important to find your focus and let that inform all the parts of your team. If you have a team of people who are working together, so make sure they all focus and you also focus, and you create a target area where you're going to achieve that, because you don't want to waste time. and you're going to spend time, money, and you want to get a feedback and see how. So if you go to YouTube, you see my digital marketing episode. It's about a 20-minute presentation. It gives you all the information about how to create a digital marketing, because I am an instructor. I have lots of programs to teach individually if anybody is interested. Number 3, develop brand identity. Once you have got a name, you have to come up with a name that's very unique, attractive, and you will need to think about your brand design, how you will visually differentiate from other people. And this is very, very important for you to create that identity, because, for example, I have an Institute of Online Learning, which I created a learning system because I became a director and a chair of education committee of Misagalus, the board, and many other boards. So I stopped that because it created a conflict of interest. So I stopped that. So I will be soon activating everything on it. So a Realty Coffee Talk is my brand now, which is connect with my business, which you can see them. I'm going to show you example of that. So create a brand that you're going to promote. Now build brand awareness. So you have thought about it, you have the ideas, you have created the target, you have designed and approved a brand name. Now you have to do is a brand awareness. Your brand needs to exist and remain consistent where your customer can identify you. So this is why you promote your brand, and you will see that the consistent information you share, you're building. Brand, when you're doing social media, you are really creating your brand. You're not asking to do business with them. Once they know you, the knowledge and experience and content, they are attracted. They start comparing you with the other competitors within your jurisdiction, and they will invite you. The moment they invite you, you have a likelihood of getting a business, whether it's a listing or buying or referral program. So important thing is to create a brand. Now, this is where I have done that, building global partnership. This is very, very important to understand. When I was 65, when I turned 65, I became a CIPS, Certified International Property Specialist. And I looked through all the details and see, how can I use this designation to create benefit from it? Not only that I share my knowledge and they share their knowledge, I will also benefit and start building long-term relationship. And this is where Global Real Estate Professional network that I created on Facebook is a private network. I created myself. So you create partnership because you follow the highest ethical professional standard of NAR. And being a CIPS, and you are in the same jurisdiction where you obtain your designation, and also you're practicing your license. So good thing about partnership is that my jurisdiction is Ontario, Canada. I cannot sell anywhere. But because of partnership with CIPS, I'm able to make a referral to you, because people are flying out from Canada, out of particularly in the United States and many other parts of the world. And therefore, I am building partnership. I have now almost 349 partners around the world in my network, where I am making referral to them and discussing them. If you have to watch any of those, we have done 31st Global Connectivity Conference on Real Estate. They are all on my YouTube channel. You can watch them, you can download them, and you can share. There are more than 375 episodes about real estate and mortgage financing. Is free. Go subscribe my YouTube channel and you learn that. Now, once you have, an easy part is that when you are a partner, CIPS, according to law in Ontario, we have a law that when we are making a referral and we are collecting a referral fee, we have responsibility and expectation from the consumer that we do due diligence. And good thing about this is because you're CIPS, you're a member of NAR, you follow the regulations that govern the real estate in your jurisdiction. Therefore, we do the same thing when I follow it here. So I don't have to worry about it, about that I am not making a referral to anyone where if there is no consumer protection laws in the city or the country. And we follow the same thing in Canada and USA. So therefore, it's much easier to build partnership. If you're not able to sell, you're not able to get listing, you are able to make a referral and you can generate income. And we're going to talk about a few more things as we move forward. So it's very important to create that partnership with the referral. So you have an additional, you are doing a local marketing, you're doing regional marketing, but you're also doing a global marketing because you build a partnership. And we have lots of examples on our YouTube channel that you can watch. By doing this, you are getting a business that you would not have it if you didn't have any global partnership or referral program. So this is why it's very important to build your global partnership. Now, benefit, the 5 benefit of networking. This is very important. When you are joining a global connectivity conferences or meeting with the trade missions and other, you are creating a networking. It is very important. So there are 5 benefits of networking. Increase opportunity, because you have limited resources to market yourself. But by networking with people, you are creating more opportunity for yourself. And also, you have access to valuable information. When you are sharing, connecting with people, participating with it, and you are able to access lots of information by connecting with people. And credibility, when you are volunteering or you're networking, you are giving back to the society, helping people, educating people. You will see the benefit of that. And you will have credibility because people know you, what you say, and that's what you do. And this is very important. And you will have a visibility, improve visibility. People know about you because you have created that networking. So if you are not able to join another, the most important thing is to join a network of where you see the potential. Remember, we created a goal. Sorry, you created a goal and who you want to reach, who are your audience, and you're going to follow your platform, social media, and networking is part of that. And what networking have many ways of doing it. I'm going to share with you next step. And it's a personal and professional growth. When you are working and contributing with the real estate board, local board, committees, and global committees, you are really improving your knowledge because you will see senior people who have a lots of experiences and benefit. You benefit from them because you will learn and develop your growth in there. You get more designation specific to your target area. Remember, it goes back to the goals. If you have a passion, with passion, you can move mountains. And this is how is. You can have a designation. If you don't know how to use it, then it's not going to help you. So you create network global. For example, I created a global real estate professional network. You can join that and exchange business, and lots of people are doing it. They never met anyone. And I tell you, when I came to NAR meeting, I was able to recognize everybody, and lots of friends who were part of my global network, they came to see me and welcome me in Florida when I went to NAR last year. So it's very important, the networking. Now, benefits of volunteering. This is one of the best things that I have ever done. It's called giver's gain. The more you give, the more you gain. What is the benefit of volunteering? This is very important, whether you are volunteering for the public community or your community or your institution. You share your blessing with less fortunate fellow citizens because you have a food banks, you have a local. remember, when you are going out and helping your charity or community, then they ask you, can I contact you? And you give them your business card, which has your real estate, your information. You don't talk about real estate. But when you give them your card, they know, oh, next time I buy a house, I'll connect with you, because you are giving back to society. And this is very important. Now, second thing is, you also get the opportunity to meet and network with the most beautiful, brave, bright, and brilliant people in your community who have shaped our society and that we enjoy today, and you want to leave a better society for future generation. I was recently recognized by the City Hall and Misagelos, the board. I received Ronald E. Sanderson Community Service Award on May 25th. It was a great honor that they recognize a real estate professional for contribution that I made. So now everybody knows about me, that I am a real estate, and also I am a community support, humanitarian, helping. Remember that realtors are community builders, city builders, they are nation builders, and we should be proud of that. Now, you also contribute to your profession as they need your expertise. For example, joining your local board, volunteering for the committee, standing up for the leadership, because you have acquired the knowledge and you want to give back to the society. This is very important. And we learn from each other. I am new. I've been in real estate now 18 plus years, but I have the ability to give back to the other people. I learn a lot. By learning a lot, remember, we are looking at in marketing strategy, see what somebody has a designation, why they have a designation. You find out about that and you try to acquire that knowledge so you are able to be more competitive. I'm a fellow of Real Estate Institute of Canada. There are about maybe 300 to 500 FRIs across Canada out of 165,000 realtors. I am one of them. I was a director. I have to step down because I became a committee member for Real Estate Council of Ontario, their regulator, of a discipline appeals committee, because of my contribution in the profession. So I have to step down from all organizations to avoid conflict. And that's a benefit, that you are getting more and more experience and people recognize you. So it's giver's gain. The more you give, the more you gain. Remember that. Volunteer will make you opportunity, access to the people you never thought about it. Remember one thing, everyone you meet, whether you are a citizen, you are through the community, or through any organization, everyone has a house. They need a house to live, and they need an office to work. So they will need your services one way or the other. And only thing, when they ask you, give me your contact information, you give your business card. And that's how you connect with people and take advantage of that. This is the join my global real estate profession network. I created that, and a private network on Facebook, our 32nd consecutive month global community conference. So I encourage all of you to join the Facebook, this network, and join our 32nd consecutive month global connectivity conferences. And all 31 already recorded and is available on YouTube channel. So this is how you create your own brand. I created Realty Coffee Talk brand, and now I connected with my real estate. So you please join that. Now we're going to talk about here is global real estate professional, Greg. So not only that you are involved with the global referral program, you also have to demonstrate competency of being a professional. Do you understand construction and completion process in your jurisdiction? Do you understand the city official plans in your jurisdiction? Do you understand the zoning bylaws in your jurisdiction? Because when you receive a referral from someone coming toward your jurisdiction in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, you have to understand the zoning bylaws because they may ask some questions. And you also have to determine the needs of your client. What are their needs are. You don't go out and impose your own ideas. Listen to them and determine their needs. And also you want to create a budget. You work with your client to create a budget. I'm giving you some thought, food for thought. And you have a site plan approval. Some development project, you may have some client who wants to involve building a subdivision. They want to know what's the site plan approval process is. So you need to have a network of architect, planner, engineers in your area that provide you that facilities. You may not have a license to practice, but you create that network of professional engineers because I'm a licensed builder in Ontario, and I am working with a group that we have now, custom build homes. So I created a new opportunity for me. And also remember that you always want to talk to a client, whether it's a foreign, and I'm going to talk to you about some templates for the foreign buying process later on at the part of the process. Likes and expectation, what people like about it, and what are their expectations. Try to define those when you meet a client, because this is where it will help you to make sure that you are not subject to any complaint against you because you missed something out or you did not meet the expectation. Put in a buyer representation agreement, all the expectation of what they like to see. Put it in the writing. This is how we do it in Ontario. I do it. I put everything in our buyer representation agreement if I'm representing a buyer. Most important thing is areas of interest. Depending on the need of your client, this is whether it's being referred by somebody from globally, which is most likely is happen. You also need to talk about the area of interest because you also know the client is looking at return on investment. They want to know which area is more convenient. It has all the amenities, the transportation, hospital, fire department, access the road, schools, community center, blah, blah, blah. These are the things that you have to look at them. And some of these, some will be interested in acquisition of land only. They want to buy land, bank it. And also, you need to understand dealing with architect and planners. Depend on the complexity of acquisition. When your foreign client or even your local client wants to know, you have to have understanding. And also, you must understand the building permit process. I have a special training program for each one of them, and those are very specific. I'm trying to give you a little bit brief so you have an idea about these steps that you have to take. Buy it or build it. This is how you are working. What are your source of information? I'm giving you a template example of it, then how you collect it. We have a MLS Realtor network. We have about 165,000 realtors across Canada through Canadian Real Estate Association, and realtor.ca is where all the residential commercial listings are posted. So you have a brokerage website where you have all the information, social media that you have created, you can link them to your own land registry where the properties are listed when you're verifying the ownership of the property. And obviously region, city side, local city will give you all the plans, the drawings, approvals, zoning, inspection, and many, many things. And also for sale by the owner. That's another area. There are law changes in Ontario because a new law will allow the eliminating customer service. In Canada, we have right now, particularly in Ontario, we have a client, we also have a customer service. Now they're eliminating customer services. Now they're creating self-representative party. That means a consumer can directly represent themselves and put an offer to the listing. So there is an episode on YouTube which I created called Consumer Aware, Consumer Beware, new changes in real estate. So that's a very interesting topic that because I wanted to educate consumer so they understand that. So it gives you a little bit idea is that are you strictly involved with the buying and selling, or you can help somebody to build it. You create your network of technical competence. In Ontario, under current Real Estate Business Broker Act, Section 8 talks about competency, other services. That means I don't have a license to practice in building a home or guiding someone. Therefore, I have to refer to a professional. I am a licensed builder with Park Home Builders. Therefore, I can talk about building a home, how to go about it. Because some of your client may want to buy a land and build a custom house. So how much are you prepared and knowledgeable to help? If you don't, somebody else will. So this is very important. I thought I'd share with you. In real estate, as I mentioned, global real estate profession, this is right from my global real estate profession network template that I present. The global real estate profession is a powerful global connectivity network to get to know each other, build long-term relationship, and facilitate business collaboration at its member. And that's what my goal was. The word is in your hand. You are a CIPS. Be proud of that and take advantage of that, of this global connectivity that we're talking today. I learned this 5 years ago, and I created this network, and now I have members, I have friends, I am making referral, they're making referral to me. My goal is to ignite the spirit of connectivity and cooperation within my global real estate profession network. You can do the same thing, or you can join and benefit. So if you create your own network now, it's going to take a little bit longer, but you join the network to learn the process, and then you create your own network. There's an opportunity for everyone. More confidence because global refer program, because you are CIPS and you have a jurisdiction in a specific territory, and people have a confidence in you because we are professionally governed by the highest professional standard of practice as CIPS, designee of NAR, and the power of NAR is behind us. So word is in your hand. This is what you have to think about it. So we're going to talk about a little bit necessary step to achieve success, foreign buying tips. Most important thing that I have done is that you always, number one, prepare a checklist. When you talk about refer program, you want someone to come and help. How can they know anything about a particular location or jurisdiction unless you prepare a checklist? So what are the checklist? Checklist will be property taxes, acquisition cost, process of acquiring a property, the cost of appraisal, maintenance, inspection, appraisal, insurance program, and your property taxes. And, these are the things that you have to put together. What is the growth? What is happening in there? What is the marketing data, successful data that you can show the sales data from there? If you look at one of my previous presentation, every month I give data about what's happening in the market in Greater Toronto area, because that's where I am located. So you have all this information, why investor will invest in your jurisdiction. This is very, very important. And also, once you have created a checklist, it attracts them, traffic, the facility, amenities, potential growth, expansion, population increasing, new immigrants are coming, foreign investing. There's so many things that you can talk about in the buyers, and you share that information with me. I have been asking everyone to create a page of buyer checklist for your jurisdiction and share through my network. Now, once you are talking about real estate, you talk about a specific property, you create a data sheet, talks about the property size, location, registration number, property information number, property taxes, size of the property, whether it's a land or is a, is a size of the land in acreage or frontage or length. And you talk about property taxes, you talk about location, accessibility, and other information. So you can talk about these things in sharing data. Now, most important thing that number 3 is preparing an estimate of closing costs. Lots of people, for example, I don't know how much it costs in Jacksonville to buy a property, residential, commercial. In Ontario, commercial property land transfer taxes is higher than the residential. And also in Toronto, there's a 2 taxes, land transfer tax. One is provincial, one is municipal. So anybody who buy a property in Toronto, they have to pay 2 taxes. So this is very important to include that as a part of the buyer checklist. Now, consent to advertise is required. Anytime you are buying and selling or you are sharing data to advertise, you need to have a consent. We have a very strict rules here. Social media, or Real Estate Council of Ontario has put together a social media guidelines. So that means, first of all, you have to register, you have to show who you are, your name, your designation, the brokerage firm name, and the brokerage. That's a must to show that, so that you are licensed and you're practicing. We also carry our license in our phone, so we have to demonstrate it's required by law. It be in your possession. So this is very important. The more you're professional, the more you are able to demonstrate to a local, particularly foreign buyer, is more benefit to you because it builds more confidence. We in Toronto, Toronto Regional Real Estate Board is the world's largest MLS system that we have. And we have the ability to advertise any property anywhere in the world because I'm a member of Toronto Regional Real Estate Board as well as ITSO. We have 20 boards there and we share that. Number 6, referral agreements and fee. These are the partnership agreement that you create, not as a standard form. You fill it out, send it out to your partner, and you share. Remember that when you have a client who is going to Toronto, for example, and you have me there to help your client because you cannot practice in Ontario. So you have to send it to me, for example, and I will give you 30% of the total commission that I receive from the transaction when it's completed. So you get 30% of whatever the sale that I take. Similarly, if I send it to you, you give me 30% of the sale when you complete the transaction. And you enter into a written agreement because money can only be paid to the brokerage, not to the individual. According to Ontario, our Real Estate and Business Broker Act, we can only pay to the brokerage, not to the individual. And as of December 1st, REBA is becoming a TRISA, Trusted Real Estate Services Act. Lots of change happening on December 1st. So this is why it's very important. I do not know in the United States that they have designation program, but there is a specific requirement now that they're going to designate. If you're doing a deal, buyer and seller working with a brokerage, it's called multiple representation because you have a buyer and you have a seller. They are multiple representation. By now, as of December 1st, 2023, the brokerage will be required to designate a one person representing the seller, one person representing the buyer. Therefore, there is no designation program. So there is no multiple representation as exists. There are some jurisdiction in Canada has already adopted. Ontario is a little bit behind, so therefore they are doing it now. Jurisdiction, number 7, jurisdiction. My jurisdiction is Ontario, your jurisdiction is Jacksonville, Florida, for example. So I cannot sell anything there. Therefore, I have to make a referral to the partner. How you become a partner is unless you connect with me through network, through exchange of correspondence, creating a relationship. If you feel comfortable with me or anyone, you cannot build that partnership. Then you may have a client who can possibly be a source of income for you as a referral fee, but they cannot do with you because you are not there. You don't have any partnership. So why let it go? Create the partnership. And also, as a part of this, because I am a CIPS, I'm also FRI. You already know about me because I've been creating this network, so everybody knows me. Therefore, you feel confident and confidence and comfortable to make a referral to me because of my competency and my knowledge and experience that I will be professional, ethical, follow the professional standards, and be a good referral partner for you. So this is very important. Because you get paid for this, we have a mandate to make sure we do due diligence. So we selecting a partner is very important. You can have a designation, but if you don't have experience, knowledge, and you don't practice ethically, it's not be a good opportunity for you to become a partner. So it's very important to do that. Now, I'm just give you a little update. Again, important things to remember. Estimating closing costs is very, very important. Now, there's one rule I want to share with you here, which following slide also will come, is that in Canada, buying a single residential is prohibited for 2 years, starting from January 1st, 2023, ending on 31st December 24, unless any extension right now is prohibited. They gave some exemption now that you can buy this property. So it's very important when you are doing a trade partnership with someone, don't you want to know what is the process there in your jurisdiction when you're building that partnership? What are the benefits? So we're going to go through a few things for you so you understand. For example, non-residents and foreign buyers may pay a speculation tax. In Ontario, before the federal government banned the foreign buying because of shortage of housing, there is a 25% speculation tax. It was 15, now it's 25 because we have so much shortage of housing in across Canada. Before pandemic was 45 to 50,000. We are in flux of immigration, and we still have a shortage because we have three levels of government: provincial, the municipal, provincial, and federal. They need to get together to expedite the approval process. And that's where both are working, because sometimes it's different parties, different federal or provincial. So they look at politically, they don't see the problem that we have affordability issues now. Interest rates gone up, so many challenges. So speculation tax is 25%. Recently, I have a client. It came to me and they were working in Canada, but they were not residents. So they are subject to 25% speculation tax. So I told them not to buy a property now until they get their PR, permanent resident. Now withholding, again, so buyer has to pay speculation tax. So when you are dealing with a client, a partner anywhere in the world, in Canada, in USA, or anywhere in the world, you have to find out if there are any taxes in that area that make this transaction very difficult or maybe not suitable for your potential client before you make a referral. Also, withholding money to get clearance from CRA, Canada Revenue Agency, for tax sale. So if you are a non-resident and you're trying to dispose of a property, your lawyer will hold the money, about 30%, get a certificate from CRA, then they release the funds. Now, this is a cost. It's about capital gain that you have after investment. So this is very important for you. Similarly, when you're doing a partnership with anyone, you need to ask this question. Also, because foreigner who are buying property in the United States or Canada or anywhere, you need to consult with a chartered accountant. So you need to have a network of professionals who can give you guidance. And I have also lots of chartered accountants, they can help. In Canada, particularly in Ontario, you need to have a consultation with a barrister and solicitor. It's highly recommended before you enter into an agreement. This is very, very important because there are legal implications. Because we're going to talk about a little bit more next slide. because lawyers are the only person who is authorized to do a transaction. And this is very important for you to understand that. So foreign buyer can buy property and secure mortgage financing. They can buy it except residential. There are some area we're going to talk about in the next slide. So when you are buying a property, financing is available in Canada, and therefore similarly available in the United States and other areas. They need to qualify. The most important thing is buying real estate is not related to immigration. It's a separate process. Number 7, so people have to understand, for example, buying in Canada, you can buy a property, but it's nothing to do with immigration. Immigration is a separate process. Similarly, when you are dealing with someone as a building a partner, you need to ask this question to your partners. And this template will provide that information for you. So again, simply when you are entering into an agreement with a buyer or recommending a partner, buying a real estate process. So I'm going to just a foreign tip, buying tips. So you, first of all, you select the CIPS partner. This is where you are dealing directly with a partner. So partner will search property, number 2, and make an offer on the buyer or the one that you made the refer. Number 3, satisfy the mortgage appraisal inspection condition. These are very standard clauses or environmental, depending on residential or commercial. This is a template about residential. So we send out our agreement of purchase here, we call API as a relevant document to lawyer, because lawyer does the transaction in Ontario. Number 5, lender send funds to buyer's lawyer. So if the funds are managed by the lawyer who is closing the deal. So lawyer will transfer the deed and register mortgage charge. And then number 7, secure insurance, title insurance, and title fraud. These are the information you will be asking from your global partner before you elect or select a person to work with someone. This is a template I'm showing you because this is what I do for my clients. They refer to me and all clients here. It's very important for you to understand these steps and prepare these templates and ask your partner to provide you information. This is I wanted to mention to you, particularly, let's say you have a client who wants to buy a property. In residential property, there is a law, it's called prohibition on the purchase of residential by non-Canadian Act. This is a law. So now they took exception because our lobbying, Canadian Real Estate Association, that's our federal lobbying agency for, they control MLS system, Realtor.ca. So they say now if any person who comes in as a work permit holder can buy it, the problem is this is a federal regulation. We cannot sell to anyone. But now they're saying they can sell it if you have a work permit. The condition is you have to be in the country for 183 days. So similarly, when you're dealing with a partner out of other areas, or if you have restriction in your area, you should create that information to share with the buyer. So if you have to be 183 days for or more living in Canada to purchase a home. Unfortunately for Canada, we also have a provincial 25% non-resident speculation tax. So it makes very difficult someone to put 25% down and pay 25% tax if you're not going to be getting your permanent residence or visa or whatever you call it. So therefore, I recommended one of my clients not to buy it because he was paying $500,000 property taxes and the land non-resident speculation tax and $500,000 down payment. So he doesn't have $1 million; he has $500,000. Therefore, I say wait until we get the PR. So now you can under this new exception, land development and zoning for residential and mixed use, including residential development, are allowed by non-Canadian. Now they are allowing it. Before it was prohibited. So other exception is private corporation. Now threshold for corporation foreign control increased to 10% from 3%. So now you have up to 3%, 10% control of a corporation, foreign corporation. Before was 3. Even though we have these exceptions, but the law is there is a penalty for violation of $10,000 per transaction. Changes effective 27 March 2023. If somebody, a real estate professional, doesn't follow. So when you are dealing with a professional, a CIPS global partner around the world, ask these questions, because you are going to be making a referral, you're getting a referral fee. And this is a part of due diligence for you to make sure that you are making seeking that information. So I'm going to run this video.
To learn more about real estate and mortgages, please visit Realty Coffee Talk and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. To learn more about real estate and mortgages, please visit Realty Coffee Talk.
Okay, I have created this as a template for you for a local real estate professional. I'm not going to go through this, but the idea again is to go through the process. There is a unique process. I will be sharing this video is being recorded. I will be sharing it on Global Real Estate Professional Network. If you have any question, you'll be more than happy to share. So as I told you, I'm a fellow Real Estate of Canada. I'm a CIPS. I'm a certified real estate specialist. I'm a senior real estate specialist. I'm a seller representative specialist and ABR. So this City Pro Realty, we value through service. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.
If you have any question, feel free to ask.
Yes, our first question, can we all come visit you as a group?
I'm trying to get close to that mic.
Oh, my question is, can we all just load up and come visit you as a group?
Sure, absolutely. You can visit us. We can set up a time. There is a delegate coming from, I believe, from South Carolina. I am working with them to putting together a tour for them. They're coming on 11, 12, and 13 of January. And I am arranging some building tours and some Niagara Falls, some presentation with the builders and myself. So there's an avenue, there's a great opportunity to generate revenue. We are here to make money, and we need to find alternative because of pandemic. Lots of people are struggling, and now we're going out of a pandemic, but people are struggling with the traditional buying and selling. So you have to get an idea. I have more than 100 webinar that I conduct for different boards. If anyone is interested to have a special training program, I only charge $20 per person, and a minimum 10 people. I can give them a very specific program. We have how to avoid mortgage fraud, how to achieve success in real estate, first-time home buyers, buying it or building it, digital marketing. I'm just mentioning a few of them. And there are about 375 episodes on my YouTube channel. They're free. You can go there, subscribe. Every week I go live on Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz TV 580. And then I download and upload to my channel. And this is very important that everybody subscribe to it. You will learn a lot about it. It's about sharing and caring about fellow membership. So any specific questions about the presentation?
Any questions? Yes, we have a question. Yes, she's coming up. Hold on one second.
Hi, Tahir. This is Robin. It's been a busy summer, so I haven't been on the calls lately, but did I hear you say, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Did I hear you say that starting December 1st, there's going to be a change in agency in Canada?
If I hear correctly, is that December 1st, the Trust in Real Estate Service Act will become effective new law in the province of Ontario. And their agency relationship is changing in a sense that the brokerage will have to designate individual to represent the seller and individual to represent the buyer, or buyer will have a choice to self-represent itself. And there are also changes coming where, with the consent of the buyer in a bidding war, if seller consent, they can disclose the information about an offer, except that you cannot disclose personal information. I did a episode live on that. It's called a Consumer Beware, new changes in real estate. If you go to YouTube, Tahir Qureshi or realtycoffeetalk.com, you can watch that episode, about 35 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Another round of applause. Thank you so much. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I thank you for the opportunity to share my program. And if anyone has any question, you can reach out to me. My direct WhatsApp number is 1-416-451-3489. My contact is also tahir at realtycoffeetalk.com. Thank you very much. Please join my Global Real Estate Professional, a private network on Facebook. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.